I have a parcel, and it's a very exciting parcel. I thought long and hard about buying this, and I almost bought it a few weeks ago. It came up on my feed and I had a look, and I filled all the details in and came close to buying it, and then I thought, no, it's too expensive, and I didn't buy it, went away, and it just kept coming up on my timeline again and again and again. So I bought it. And what it is it's a nostalgic blast from the past. A company called Jubilee, or is that the name of the perfume? Hang on, bear with me. I bought perfume basically. Jubilee scents. So the company is called Jubilee Scents, and what they've done is that they've replicated a lot of the old scents from the old days. And my favourite perfume of all time was Tribe. And there's a story behind it, of course there is. It was $4.99. I remember the price. It's a little bit more expensive than that now, which is what kept putting me off. But it's not an expensive perfume even now. 20 quid. You know, people are paying 120 quid for a perfume. So it's not expensive, but I did the cost of living thing. And even taking into account the cost of living, it is a lot more pricey than the original, which is what put me off buying this. The original was $4.99. Taking inflation, it's still pretty pricey at 20 quid. But let's see if it smells like it should. If it doesn't, I'm going to be so disappointed. This should instantly take me back to when my eldest son was 10. Yeah, that's it. That's Tribe. How marvellous. And they do a few. Another one of my favourites was Sun, Moon and Stars. They do that. I never loved it. I liked it. I never loved it like Tribe. It's not as strong as Tribe. It's not as heady as the original. The original could knock you out from 20 paces. Very strong perfume. And I loved it. And the story is, my son was 10. And this was the last time my boy was ever bullied by anybody. He went out and a gang of kids had set on him and beaten him up. Boys and girls, much older than him. He was a big boy. He was always a big boy. Very tall lad. And a group of kids had set on him, and the girls had pinned him down and sprayed him with perfume. The boys had just beaten hell out of him. He came home and I did the go and beat hell out of them, you know, don't let them do that to you thing, you know. Being the rough and tough mother that I am, you know, go and give them hell. Anyway, I went with him to tell these kids off, and I'm having a go at the kid, and I'm just smelling this smell. And I'm in the middle of telling these girls off, and I said, "What's that perfume, by the way?" Tribe. Well, it's too bloody strong. You shouldn't be wearing it at your age. I loved it. I couldn't stop smelling my son for the rest of the night, so I had to buy some. Since then, it became my favourite perfume. And then I had a friend, a platonic friend, years ago, and he bought me a bottle of Tribe. And I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe it was the last bottle ever in production. It had gone out of commission, they'd stopped selling it, and it was done, it was finished. And this friend, Simon King, he's an author, a lovely man. He scoured the early internet to to find me a bottle, and they had some bottles in storage, and he sent me one as a Christmas present, and I was so excited. I put it on, it was as rancid as cat's pee. Because it had sat in the warehouse for several years, it had gone off. So this will probably go off if I don't use it in time, but I think I will have no problem using this. Tribe by Jubilee scents, right back, 30 years, right back. It's gorgeous. I love it. The reason I bought it, I said I almost bought it and then I didn't. And then I went away for the weekend last weekend, and my friend Tansy smelt gorgeous. And I said to her, what's that perfume you've got on? And it was lovely. And then we met up with another friend, Andy, and she smelt lovely as well. And I had one of these cheapo, I had this on. And it had gone. After an hour, there was just nothing. So I'm hoping this is long lasting. The old Tribe, one squirt and it would last all day and all night. It was brilliant. This smells just the same. It's fabulous. They do a whole range of them, and the only two I can remember, oh no, did they do Red Door? Perhaps they do Red Door, perhaps they don't. They definitely do Sun, Moon and Stars, which I also like. Jubilee scents, 20 quid a bottle. It's a nice big bottle. It's 100 milligrams, I believe. Yeah, 100 milligrams, big bottle, 20 quid. And I love it. Thank you very much. Nice chat.